What's up? Who's watching? Are you the guy from Georgia? Matthew. Hey, how are you, bro? I'm quite tired today because of the alcohol. I feel like when you get drunk and you sleep, you don't really get like a good, decent quality sleep, you know? And I woke up at fucking 6 in the morning, fucking getting sick, puking and diarrhea. Like, I think I got a bug off my friend or something because he was telling me that he had some bug and he didn't know and he met me. Yeah, the chili heat wave Doritos, they're pretty nice. Hello, Sean. How's the head? I'm all good. Just kind of tired. I didn't sleep as much as I should because like when you get drunk, you never get the best quality sleep. And I also got disturbed. I was getting sick at 6 in the morning. The best flavor, yeah. Yeah. Me too, brother. Did you not sleep too well? No. Macho, no. We thought something bad happened to you because you kind of made a scream or something and then you just disappeared. You weren't talking anymore. Yeah. I used to drink a lot of cider, but because of the minimum unit price and the high tax on alcohol, it doesn't make any sense to buy cider because it's like not really strong and it's overpriced. It makes more sense to just buy vodka. So I usually buy vodka, but if I was living in a country where there wasn't such high taxes, I'd probably drink cider most of the time because it's sweet. You don't get drunk too quick. You know, you enjoy. You know, it takes longer to get drunk. I don't mind getting drunk, but I don't want to get drunk too quick. Then you don't really enjoy it. I don't like gin at all. I think gin is horrible, but everyone's different. Everyone was, bro. Well, not everybody, but I wasn't the only one. The Tesco milk. I need to clean up as well. I don't even have a single clean glass. I'm gonna drink it out of the carton, and because I don't live with anybody, it doesn't really matter that much anyways. The pizza shop. I wasn't at the pizza shop last night, was I? I mean, if you live alone, bro, it doesn't really matter if you drink from the carton, does it? Nobody's gonna say, hey, what are you doing that for? I want to drink out of that. Dawson as well, on his way. Who's Dawson? I always start with a shot of tequila, then move on to Jack Daniels or Jim Beam when I don't drink. Yeah, bro, I bought like some more vodka yesterday, and I didn't realize it was fucking 32.5%. Like normally it's 37.5 or 40. This one. 2 trees vodka. It says handcrafted Irish vodka blended with pure spring water. Yeah, it's a bit. This is the lighter version. I didn't realize. But when I went back, he says, "Oh, I have a smaller bottle. That's the stronger version." But then if you buy 2 smaller bottles to make the equivalent of this, you're going to pay more than just buying this. And the Smirnoff was too expensive. I didn't have a lot of money because my savings, my mother's kind of minding them for me. True Breakfast of Champions. Like, it would probably still get you drunk. It's 32.5, but it's not like regular vodka. Last year in the dead of winter, I saw an old man drink a bottle of milk straight out of the bottle. Cigarette for breakfast. That's funny, bro. Yes, I was. I apologize to everyone. 2 Trees, not a brand I'm familiar with. It's a brand you'll only find in Ireland, and it's not a premium brand like Smirnoff. It's kind of like a more local brand. It's cheaper. Like, if you went to America or any country in the world, you said, "Can I get Smirnoff?" Like, it's going to be everywhere. If you said, "Can I get 2 Trees?" they're going to be like, "What? What do you mean?" It's only really on the Irish market, if you know what I mean. What's up, bro? How are you? Brown Smith. Somebody said that. Have you been to Glasgow? No, bro. I'm going to Birmingham, though, in about 2 weeks, the 1st of June. You know? But I'd go to Glasgow someday. Have you ever Googled yourself? Yeah, years ago. I'm gonna sit down, I'm getting tired. Keep the train on the tracks today, be productive. I have been. I mean, I went to a important meeting to try and help me find a job. I went to a bit of shopping, got some food. Yeah, but apparently Birmingham is a shithole. I just booked it impulsively because there was cheap flights being offered to like UK cities. I don't support football really that much. I don't have a favourite footballer. Thanks, bro. I appreciate that. But I usually look better, but sleep is very important. And if you don't really get the best quality sleep because you're drunk, it's going to take a little bit of a toll. Like, I'm still handsome, looking good, but normally I look a bit better. But if you just don't drink and go to bed tonight, you know, you'll repair. See, I think everybody just focuses on the negative. Everybody says the stabbings, you know, don't go there. Everybody focuses on the negative. And everybody tells you, "Oh, it's a shithole, don't go there." Do you drink Fiji water or Bisleri? Never heard of the second one. I know Fiji water. Not a lot of shops have it here, only very few. And when you do find it, it's very expensive. No, I don't drink it, bro. I mostly drink water from the tap. Hi from Australia. Hi, bro. Hello, aircraft. The pubs are top notch in Birmingham. Why is the price good? Just take it easy, bro. Shannon, tap water in Dublin is actually really good. They really clean it and they really look after it very well. In America, it's probably not that good, but It's pretty good here. I mean, I know people that have been drinking it all their lives and have lived really healthy, long lives and never had any problems or never got sick. And it's free as well. No, bro. Unfortunately not, because we had a serious problem where we let somebody be moderator, and they were very trusting for a while. And then when we gained their trust, they started hiding everybody and destroying the channel. And it took me days how to figure out how to fix it. And I lost some loyal people that haven't been back. So I can't, I'm sorry. And I wish I could. And maybe you are a good guy and you have good intentions, but you have to prove your loyalty. That's just how it works from now on, because I actually was like really nice to people. Like, people were here for like a couple of minutes and they were being really nice. I was like, you know what? I'll be a good guy. I'll give you moderator, and then they screw everything up. Like, they act nice to gain your trust, and then they screw everything up. There's people like that, and I'm not saying that you are that. I don't know, and it's nothing personal. I never seen you, but you just don't know. You can't trust anybody nowadays. That's just how the world is. Unfortunately, the bad apples have to ruin it for the good people. And you might be a really good person. You might have really good intentions, and you have no bad intentions of doing anything like that. But it's always the bad people that ruin it. But look, it's not the end of the world. But if I get to know you more and you come around for a while, I will, bro. Did you finish your drink? Yeah, this is the second packet. Those are making me paranoid about tap water now. I don't know anyone that's ever got sick off it in Ireland. I've never heard anything in the news. It's always been very fresh. Yeah. I'm from India. Hello, bro. Yeah, but you don't know how old the pipes are, and you can't clean the pipes. I mean, yeah, that's another thing as well. But then all that bottled water has all those microplastics in it. You could get like a water filter, you know. I kind of do think sometimes there could be lime scale in the tap that you can't remove, because you can't put your finger inside the tap with a glove and remove it. Like, you'd have to take the whole tap apart. You know what I'm saying? But I've never felt sick off it. But there is a lot of foreign people that when they move here, because they're so used to drinking bottled water, and because in their country the tap water's not clean, they just stick to what they know and they buy bottled water. Like, you see foreigners, especially Indians and stuff, going into Lidl and Aldi, and they buy like huge multi-packs of like the cheapest water. They want to save money. They don't want to buy the premium brand, but they want to make sure that they're safe. But all those microplastics going into you as well, like, they should be making it in glass bottles, like. But there's some companies now, they're making it in cartons, which is really good. But I've never seen it in multi-packs in cartons. I've seen it individually in shops. And it's just expensive. If you just keep buying one bottle at a time, you'll have no money left. They should be making like multi-packs in like cartons or like glass bottles. How about them filter jugs? I never used one, bro. There's an Ishka Water Company waterfall near Shannon Airport. There's actually a water called Ishka. That's probably the one you're talking about. It's an Irish brand of water, but it's like on the lower end of the scale. It's one of the cheapest. Like, River Rock is expensive, Ballygowan is expensive. Evian is the most expensive one, but it's the best. But you couldn't afford to be like drinking that all the time. Like, it's like, I don't know how much it is. I've only bought it once, like in a multi-pack. Maybe €7, €10 for a couple of bottles. Imagine how much money you're going to spend in a year. very good. I would say it's better than Evian. No, nothing is better than Evian. Nothing beats Evian, for sure. That's crazy. What's this guy saying, bro? It's your choice. I think the best thing to do, okay, is maybe to have one of those big water machines in your house that has a filter and the plastic inside is BPA free, which means no chemicals can leach into your water if you really, really want to be safe. Volvic water, I think it's tap. I don't think so. Volvic water has been really good quality whenever I bought it. It comes from France and it's one of the more premium expensive brands. The same with Evian. Evian is even a bit, is even more again. Evian is like number one. Volvic number two. Trying to think. River Rock probably number three. Ballygown number four. Ishki will be at the lowest end. Like it's still all right, but it's not the best. The more expensive ones have less nitrates in them. You know what that means? It's like kind of like if you have too much levels of nitrate, it can be poisonous. But it's impossible to like, not impossible, but it's very hard to completely get rid of the nitrates if you look at the nitrates on it. I don't know about that, to be honest with you, about Ishka. I think the top two would be Evian first and then Volvic second. It's all good, bro. Beans, sausage. How are you? Sparkling water is horrible, though. If anyone likes it, let me know in the chat. I remember drinking it one time. I didn't even realize it was sparkling water. Someone gave it to me when I was in the Scouts. I used to be in the Scouts. And I just drank it and I was like, what the fuck is that? And just spat it all out. It's horrible. You can get Ishka water and Spar. Yeah, you can. Not in the Spar. Oh, yeah, you can actually. Yeah, you can get a big, huge 5 litre of it. But a regular bottle, I didn't see it there. Yeah. Flavoured sparkling water. Yeah, I probably would. But just a regular one, no. How's things? Sparkling water is good for travel sickness. Yeah, people here used to drink Lucasade or 7 Up when they're sick. But it's not the same anymore as it used to be back in the day. The sugar tax, like Lucasade reduced the... Lucasade is terrible now. I wouldn't even buy it. Like, it's not the same. It's just too sweet and not sugary enough. And very artificial now. The 7 Up is still... It's still good, but it used to be a lot better in the day. Yeah. Max, would you agree with the Lucasade is terrible in Ireland now? Like the orange and the original, they took out a lot of the sugar because of the sugar tax to keep the price low, and it's just awful. And the same with the 7 Up, like it's not as good as it used to be. Yeah, like I bought a can of Lucasade today, and like just for the first time in a while, and I won't be buying it again, bro. It's really bad. Like it's too flat. It tastes very flat and just too sweetened. And you don't get that fizz that much. Like it used to be very fizzy and sugary. Yeah. It's a waste of fucking money now, to be honest with you, Lucasade. The 7 Up, it's not too bad, but it could be a lot better. But the Lucasade, it's a waste of money. Yeah. Man, I used to love getting the orange Lucasade. The orange one was the best back in the day when it was like really fizzy. I even remember the taste very well. Wow, look what that fella said. He said the same thing the other day, and I timed him out, and now he's back again. I didn't want to hide him. I thought maybe he's just joking, you know. Maybe he'll come around and he'll behave next time, but he's after doing it again. I'm allowed back yet. What do you mean? I don't even know who you are. It used to be very sticky if you spilled it. It's not anymore. Yeah, it did, and that's a good sign. Like that was like telling you that it had loads of sugar. Mountain Dew is destroyed as well. They completely took out the sugar out of that. So now, if you want to get the original one, you have to get the imported one. Like where I live, you have to go to the Asian shop, and then you're paying so much more because of import costs. You know. Here, Sean, would you do a collab with talking with famous people? Don't know who that is. I'm kind of tired. You can kind of see it in my eyes. I need to get to bed early and you know don't drink, and I'll get my tiredness face gone. It happens when you drink, like. But I just you get bored in here. Like yesterday, oh, so boring. I need to get a console. I'm still saving. I'm still saving. Like I get paid on Tuesday night. Like not that long away. I'm gonna put another 150 into savings. You know. I still have to buy accommodation for Birmingham. Remember his channels. Oh, I know who you're talking about, the old guy that smokes the weed in California that wants to move to New York. You know, he talks too slow and he takes ages to respond to comments. I'm actually thinking of unsubscribing. Like he'll just be there for ages and like he just starts chatting and chatting and gets drifted away and won't focus on the comments that much. I'll ask the guy we were watching a few days ago. Yeah, buy nothing off them. Mountain Dew needs to triple the amount of sugar, bro. We getting ripped off. Here, Sean, what'd you do? It looked like a cake above you. It does, bro, actually, yeah. What console are you looking for? PS5, bro. Even the PS2 would do anything just to keep your mind busy, but obviously the PS5 is what you want because GTA 6 is going to be coming out soon and I want to have that, and they won't have that on the old consoles. No, I don't want to talk to him, bro. Shannon, I don't want to talk to him. Yeah, he does do that. He does it a lot. He does it a lot. And I was there, like I asked him a question and I'm like there for literally 5 minutes and he's just talking and talking about something else and someone asks him a question and then he goes on and on and on and on and he's not even looking at the phone and I'm sitting there literally for a full 5 minutes straight waiting for you to answer one damn tiny question. I just left and it's a common thing. It's just the way he is, like, you know. So I don't think I'll be back anytime soon. I'll probably end up unsubscribing. I have PS8, two PS4s. PS8 doesn't even exist. Yeah, they're gone up in price now, aren't they? Over GTA 6. Yeah, they've gone up crazy. Like I'm thinking like this console is like 6 years old. I think it came out in 2020 and the price is like nearly €500. Like when I got it before I got banned, it was a lot less than that. It was like 440, 440 something. It's like gone up a lot now. Like, hi mate. Hey bro. If everyone is new, please like and subscribe. It should only be like half the price. Like since it's like getting old. Like, and then what happens if you buy it? You spend all that money. You're playing GTA 6. Then in 6 months' time, you know, PS6 comes out, and then you got to pay loads of more money again. Like, did you know GTA 5 was on 3 different consoles? It was on the PS3, the PS4, and the PS5. Yeah. Yeah, it's too expensive considering like how old it is. Madness, man. Yeah, it is. Going to be on the Stream with him. Really? Yeah, even in the shops, Kex they're looking for. Yeah, like I was walking past Kex today and they were in the window, and I'm like, 470 for a fucking second hand one. That's outrageous. And you go on adverts or Done Deal, you'll get a second hand one for like 280, 300, 350 at most. And I'm like, why would you pay like an extra, like an extra 170 for the same fucking thing? It's because of people don't shop smart and don't think and are impatient. And people that have loads of money that just don't think and are impulsive, like they think they're getting a good deal, but they're not. I hate that shop, Kex. They're an absolute rip-off. And they give you barely anything for what the product is worth. And I understand they have to make a profit, but their profits are like way too greedy. Like they give you fuck all, and then they sell it for like 100 times more the price than what the money they gave you. I hate that shop. It's a scam. Like it is. And a lot of the times they've been exposed for this, and I don't know if you know, but like you'll give them a phone that's like brand new, not even a single scratch, and it should be A condition, and they just put it as B condition. They're just like, oh, it's B condition, hoping the person won't say anything. Their manager's probably saying, oh, just say B. Come on, we'll give them less. Let's just hope they don't say anything. If we say C, they'll know very obviously, but we'll say B. There's videos in the UK like of people exposing it and saying, what do you mean B? There's not a single scratch. And then he's like, oh, my bad, sorry. They're trying to trick you, bro. You'd steal your Maz, be honest. Oh, so they're trying to sell a second-hand iPhone 16 for 979. Bro, that's crazy. Mine was new and mine was only... I can't remember. Let me check. Let me just check real quick. Okay, so mine was brand new and mine was 879 and 99 cents. So let's just say 100 less and it's brand new in the box. How does that make any sense? So they're charging 100 more for a second-hand one. That's just crazy. That's how you know they're a scam. But people don't think like that. People will be walking past saying, hey, I need a new phone. I want an iPhone 16. I'll get it in Kex. And they have too much money to burn and they just don't realize, like, you know what I mean? Oh, it's just where the chandelier used to be, I suppose. When I moved in, it was like that. It was just the design. But there's no chandelier there now. But the mold, the design is still there. Prokex wouldn't hire a nonce. I remember when I had the PS5, I bought GTA 5 in Smith's, yeah? I don't know if you have one in Waterford, but you know Smith's Toys. And it was €20 exactly. And they wanted 35 for a second-hand one. Like, that's nearly double. That is nearly double. Crazy, like. You know, people only go and sell into them that are desperate. Like, you're way better. If you're trying to sell a phone or a laptop or something, you're way better off just being patient and putting it on Done Deal and getting your money's worth and going into there. See, it's just quick, easy cash, but you just get ripped off. Like, they shouldn't even be in business. If people were just smart, it's not even about being rich. Like, even if you're rich and have too much money to blow, it's about principle. If people were just smart, they wouldn't be in business. That's the problem. You know, and I think they put them on the high streets, like in the busy areas, like, because people just think, oh, look, it looks like we're getting a good deal here, and they don't check and then they buy it. People are not thinking, like, people don't really know. How are you? I'm good. How are you, bro? Yeah, exactly. He has made that ceiling by cake. It's wild, bro. It is. It is, bro. Very wild, bro. I remember I said to them, like, I was like trying to trade something in a PS4, like, I'll give you 50 quid for it. And like people are selling them for like 100, 120 on Done Deal. And I said, this is just crazy. Like, this is literally just crazy. Like, the prices are so greedy. And she was like, yeah, I just work here. I wouldn't even shop here either. I know myself, but I couldn't get any other job, so I just took it. And I was like, well, fair enough. If I was you, I'd probably take the job too if I couldn't get any other job. But yeah, even like she agreed with me, like, it's not their fault. It's just like, I mean, if a company is knows that idiots are going to pay it and they're going to be able to get rich off stupid people, well, they're going to do it, aren't they? It's the people shopping there. That's the problem. Did you hear from that American guy? Yeah, he was here just a minute ago, bro. I was talking to him today on WhatsApp. He said that he fell asleep drunk, but we were all worried for him because he made a scream and then just disappeared. But maybe he fell over, right? This is what I'm thinking. He hurt himself, and then he didn't get up and lay there, and then probably fell asleep, and then woke up the next day and then doesn't even remember how his arm hurts or something. That's probably what happened. Yeah. He was drunk. The two of us were. At least he's all good, yeah. Too much money, I would throw a big party for my people. I wish you could throw a party for me, bro. Do you know Kex is actually called sex? Like if they advertise it on the TV, it says sex, welcome to sex. Even though there's no S in it, there's a C in it. But I just call it Kex. I'm not going to be going around saying we should go to the sex shop. People are going to be looking at me like, what the fuck is this guy saying? You know? But sure, I'm not going to go there anymore. I did go there when I was younger, when I was a teenager, because you're impulsive and you just want to get the money to go buy sweets, and you don't have the time to go on Dundee, and you're young, you're not educated enough that you're being ripped off, and your parents don't tell you these things because they're not into technology. But it's when you get older, you get smarter and you look around, you see for yourself. Yeah. Most people that I see, they call it CEX. Oh, there's a really funny video I have to show you guys sometime. I'm gonna put it on my TV screen one of the days. I'm gonna put it on where a guy goes into Kex and he says, "You see this phone? You said it was in the UK." He says, "You sold me this bloody fucking shite," and then like he just smashes the phone on the ground in front of the Kex staff and starts stamping all over it, and then he throws it at the staff's face. You know, bro. I remember like my friend buying me a phone there like years ago, man, years and years ago, and it wouldn't even charge. Like some of these people are just young and dumb and stupid and not checking them properly, you know? Yeah, bro, it was hilarious, bro. What would be so cool is to just tell people how you really feel about them. Just go into the shop in Kex and just say, your shop is a fucking rip-off. Fuck all this shit. You can buy this shit on fucking done deal second hand as well for like nearly half the price. This is a fucking scam. But like there's no point, you know what I mean? Like because they know themselves, like, and what are you achieving by doing that, you know what I mean? But sometimes I just feel like that, just exposing the truth for how it is. Oh, we're just talking about Kex, bro. CEX shop. Like how much of a scam it is, how like they charge like crazy prices for secondhand stuff when you can get it literally nearly half the price on Done Deal or adverts, and like how did they give you fuck all for it and sell it like way, way, way more? Like we understand that they make profit, but their profits are greedy. Like I bought GTA 5 there before. Oh, I didn't. Sorry, I bought it in Smiths, but then I remember seeing it in Kex one day for 35, nearly double the price. So I was getting a new one like almost half the price than a second hand one for nearly double the price, which is that's a massive difference. That's just outright scam. Charge sheet straight away. Not really, bro. It depends. Like if you damage property or you're swearing or being really threatening and abusive. But he just went in and said that he probably wouldn't get a charge sheet, bro. Go into the vape shops and tell them, hey, you're fucking killing people. You're giving people fucking cancer and you're getting rich, you fucking cunts. Yous. Imagine just doing that. Going into the alcohol shop saying the same thing. And then go into the sex shop and then tell the fucking workers in there, hey, this is why the women won't sleep with anybody because yous are selling these fucking toys. They don't need us. Get rid of them toys, you motherfucker, and then they'll need us. Imagine you just went into shops and just told them how you feel about everything. So I'm so sorry. I asked him. He wants to collab. He said yes. You did that on purpose, Shannon. 100% you did that on purpose. You can't do that by accident. Come on, I told you no. She doesn't listen to me, you know? She's a bit mad. She always does the opposite. You didn't know he was but why would you even ask him if I said no? This is a different Anna. See, there's two. There's Annie and there's Anna. Maybe you were just asking out of curiosity just to see what he'd say, but sure, you knew that I said I didn't want to, so there was no point in asking him. But sure, like, just because he says yes doesn't mean that I'm gonna do it. I don't really care, like, but I just think it's kind of silly, to go ask him and immature, like, when I already said no. Look, just forget about it. It doesn't really matter. It's not the end of the world. He might be upset now because he'd be expecting me to come, and then if I don't come, he might think I don't like him, and then he might be upset. He might take it personal. I don't really want to talk to that man right now. I want to talk to you guys. And there's nothing to talk about. I don't want to start talking about America and Ireland and all these things. Like, sure, we were talking about that yesterday with someone on here. I'm not doing that again. I want to talk about Ireland. I don't want to talk about other places. And like, he probably will have no idea. And I don't want to be teaching a newcomer right now. We did that yesterday. Today's not the time. Fastbook, how are you, bro? Sorry if you got removed. There was a guy that was being really loyal. We made moderator, and then he wrecked the channel and caused havoc. It took me days to figure it out. I'm all good. How are you? Yeah, exactly, Big Max. That's your problem, though, Shannon. You're gonna have to learn. I'm not going live with him now just because you done something when I told you not to. This is drama, like absolute drama. Sean, I'm gonna have to put you in timeout. I'm sorry, but I'm really gonna have to. She's in timeout for 30 minutes now. Like I don't have time for this drama. Like, it's just ridiculous. I don't know if she's doing it on purpose. She's getting a kick out of it. Like, she's an adult. Like, why is she behaving like this? This is how a child behaves. I feel like it's just she's getting a kick out of it and she's doing it deliberately. And I'm not in the mood for it today, you know? I don't hate her, but, like, you don't do it on anyone else's channel. You're not doing it on Tiger's channel. Why are you doing it to me? It's not the first time you've kind of been, like, aggravating me. And I tried to be nice. I gave you lots and lots of chances and I put up with you. I don't really want to ban you because I know you for a while. I know you're a good person, but you're just like trying to annoy me or something deliberately. And I'm tired, Like I said, I didn't sleep the best, like because of the drink. I'm tired. I don't need this crap. Yeah, exactly, man. Yeah. I see your joke, bro. I mean, it is funny, but like at the same time, it could be offensive to some people in here, and I don't know people's, orientation, but again, not necessarily. Some people might actually find it funny. Like, I mean, you're not calling people faggots, Like, it's just a little, a little silly joke, you know what I mean? Like, if I was gay, I wouldn't take it personally, you know what I mean? But maybe some people will. I don't know how everyone feels about it, but I don't really care about it, bro. I don't think I'm gonna ban you from it. Maybe some people might not be happy, but if they're not, well then they can say so, you know. Yeah, I was straight back to the counter when I said 32. Yeah, because I was like, what the hell is this, man? What is this? Watered down vodka, bro? It's hilarious. But then like he was like, "Oh, we don't have another one. We only have that one. Like we do have a 37 and a half, but like that's a smaller one. And then you're gonna have to buy two of them, and then you're just gonna pay more then." So I was like, "Look, I'll just stick with the 32.5." Nina official 73. Hey, it was hilarious. You went back like a bullet. I know, fucking little alcoholic I am, bro. Haven't I? Imagine getting robbed in China and cops ask you what they look like. Yeah, because they all look the same. Slanty eyes, yellow skin, black hair, skinny, short. But you could just say they look Chinese. You don't need to say slanty eyes, yellow skin, because everybody knows they're gonna have that if they're Chinese. You can just say like, oh, he's short, he black hair, he had a black jacket, he had blue jeans, he had white shoes, like. But I get what you're saying, bro. Yeah, or maybe he's Indian and he barely drinks and he doesn't even notice himself. That's what I think. They're not really heavy drinkers, those Indians. I'd say he doesn't drink and he doesn't even read the bottle. He just sees it says vodka and that's it. But I'm sure it's happened to a lot of people. They've bought it and they're like, oh, that's watered down. Get the proper shit and brought it back. Yeah, he hasn't a clue. Yeah, if it was an Irish person, probably they probably say just to let you know this is kind of a bit watered down. It's 32.5. It's not the regular strength. Is that okay with you? One racist joke. Not really, bro. You can't really be doing that, bro. Because if I allow that, then I'm gonna lose subscribers, bro. You know, I can't really, bro. I don't want to lose subscribers over you, bro. Yeah, he didn't seem to know much about it. Yeah, he didn't. Do you think I was fair to time him out because he wants to say a racist joke? Like it is taken seriously. Like you could lose a lot of subscribers. you gotta like the whole point of having a YouTube channel. You have to be welcoming to like everybody. You can have your own opinions and stuff. You can have your own opinions on people and different races, and not like prefer other cultures over others and have dislikes about certain cultures. But like you kind of got to keep it to yourself. But then again, look, I'm one to talk as well. I've said things about people, but like I'm just saying the truth. I'm just saying how it is. But like a joke is kind of different. It's kind of like you're laughing at someone. So I think there's a big difference of laughing at someone versus just pointing out facts. Like to say, oh, the Chinese smoke a lot. It's just a fact, isn't it? You know, they don't really do charity or help the homeless. They're kind of greedy. It's just a fact. If you don't like it, well, then buy. It's a fact. Even a lot of the Asian people will agree with you, themselves. But to make the joke is kind of like it's making fun of people. It's going to piss people off, and it's a lot different. They smoke quick as well. Yeah, they do. Man, I don't know if you were here the last time, but there's a nail salon near me, bro, and there's all like Chinese working there. And like they were walking out with this big wooden pipe thing that I never seen before. It must be a common thing in China. And I said, "Hey, bro, what's that?" I had it on my live and everything. And he just plain blank ignored me, bro. What a dick. I literally asked him, "What is that? I never seen it before." Like, and he literally just plain blank ignored me, bro. He just looked at me and didn't even answer and looked away. So fuck him and his business, bro. Yeah, very big gamblers, bro. Like if you go into Quirky's on O'Connell Street with all the slot machines, like it used to be like basketball and air hockey and shooting games, but they've converted into a proper casino now. It just be full of Chinese in there. Like that's another thing. You're gambling all your money away. You could be helping the poor. You could be donating to charities. You could be helping the disabled, but they don't. I've noticed like they're very selfish, greedy people. Like, and they care about every little cent. You know, like I've been in Chinese restaurants and I've said, "Oh, how much is ketchup?" And they're like, "Oh, it's 50 cents." "Oh, I don't have it," and they just look at you. They don't say anything, and then you walk away without the ketchup. They don't even want to let you off, even if it was 20 cents. They don't let you off. I've been in many Italian chippers, and there's like Moldovans working there, and Italians and Russians and stuff, and you'd be like, "How much is ketchup?" 20 cents. "Ah, it's grand." "Ah, here, just take it." Or I'm 20 cents short. "Ah, don't worry about it. It's only 20 cents." I'm like, "Are you sure?" "Yeah, yeah, it's all good, man." But the Chinese people like they they just look at you and don't say anything. Like you're waiting for them to say, "Oh, it's fine," but they don't say anything. So they won't even let you off with anything. And that's one thing I don't like about them. Yeah, bro. Let me read your comments. They smoke quick as well. Big gamblers. Hey, I'm back because I was here last weekend. Hey, bro, how are you? I remember you. Yeah, they're just like that. One guy in Emmy walks by you and just says, "No talk, no talk." That's rude, bro. Yeah, bro. There's also there's a cafe near me called the Gourmet. I have to say the food is really good, but it's such a fucking rip off and it's run by them as well. Like you get like a small breakfast, it's like two bacon, one egg, a slice or two of toast with a tomato or two, and it's like 8.50, and you're like, that is just crazy. Like you could make that at home for like fucking a euro or two. It should be like a fiver at most. It's like a tiny breakfast. And they're the same here, yeah. Yeah, they're just very greedy. They won't let you off with 10 cents, 20 cents, and everything is about money, money, money. And they won't donate to any charities or help the homeless or like, give back or donate money. Like, and they're going around in like huge Mercedes and like really expensive cars. But I have to give it to them. They don't commit any crime. They're a lot better than a lot of other races. Um, but they're very, very greedy, and selfish, and they smoke a lot as well. You know, if you were fucking starving and didn't have a sandwich because you had just been robbed, and you went into their restaurant, they'd fucking leave you there to starve. You know what I mean? So you got to look at it like that. You know what? Yeah. They're the same here. I don't like them in that sense. Like, I don't like the way they're like that. They'd probably be the type of motherfuckers. Yeah, I did miss you. I really did. I seen your channel. You know, you're actually quite pretty. You know, and you seem like you have a really good personality and a funny person. I was looking at a lot of your videos. And anyways, yeah, they'd probably be the type of people if you were at a bus and you were like stranded in the rain and like you said to them, "Look, I lost my leap card, which is like your it's like a card that you have with money topped up on it to get onto the bus. Could you pay for me? Like it's only €2. Like I'm stranded. I have no way of getting home. My phone is dead." They'd probably get on the bus and then leave you stuck. Like I wouldn't even be surprised if that was to happen. But like as Irish people, like we could not do that. Like we would not be able to do that. You know what I mean? But usually the driver would let you on most of the time. But out of 100, you might get like your odd dick that wouldn't. 100%, yeah. You missed me. Yeah, I did. Yeah, I did miss you. How old are you, by the way, Demi? I think you're about 18, 19 or something, right? I'm kind of tired, Demi. I don't look like my healthiest because, like, I kind of drank heavy last night, and I just find whenever you drink heavy, not all the time, but a lot of the time, you don't get the best quality sleep, even though you did sleep. And then I woke up at 6 in the morning, like, kind of vomiting, and that didn't help either. So I'm not as well rested as normally. So I might have some bags under my eyes and might look a bit more tired than normal. But I'm still very handsome though. Someone came into the chat and said I was, but just go to bed earlier tonight and don't drink, get some good rest, you'll be all good. He's normally looking fresher. Yeah, bro. Why you can see that. I miss you too. In the 18th. What do you mean in the 18th? So you're turning what in the 18th? No, I don't. You stream too. You look very English though. You know the way like Irish people, like some of them look very Irish. They have that look, you know. But you look very like English. Well, sometimes I do. Yeah. So how old are you then? Oh, you look good, bro. Let me have a look at myself. I haven't looked properly because all the comments are blocking me. I mean, not too bad. Yeah, I can see my eyes look a bit drowsy, and there's like slight bags under my eyes. Yeah, I can see that. But it's not too bad. There is a little bit of a change though. I'm nearly 19. Yeah. Yeah, thank you. I really appreciate it. What do you think about me being 24 and turning 25 in July? Does that bother you? My man pulling the girls. Yeah. Do you know what I think though? I think like 25 dating someone 18, 19, people think it's weird. I don't really think it's that weird. Like, but I think if you're 27 and up, It can be, but then everyone just says everything. People can say age is a number, but if you're like 30, that's kind of weird. You know what I mean? I'm from Coventry, UK. Number one security. You not old man. I'm 41 this year. Before, did you? Yeah, that's a bit crazy, but like each their own. You know what I mean? I think people at 30 shouldn't be with people that are 18 and 19. Like, get someone your own age. Stop taking advantage of people. Like, that's my opinion. Like when it gets to 30, like that's getting a bit weird. Like, but I don't know the guy. I can't say for certain. But you've had a lot of people though at that age that would just be taking advantage. Just got off the bus, yeah. That's a lot different. I feel 30 and 42. It's a lot different. I just think someone at 18 or 19 was only a kid like a year or two ago, and I just think like someone at 30 like is kind of a bit concerning. Like, what are their intentions? Like, did they have pedophilic intentions? Are they deliberately going for someone as young as possible because they want them to be like as close to kid, but they don't want to get in trouble legally? And I mean, that can be the case, but you can't say for certain for this guy because I don't know the guy, but I feel like that can happen too. Yeah, bro, you wouldn't know, bro. There's like a bad smell coming from here, bro. And there was like pest problems before, and they got the pest control. They put down traps. So I'm trying to think: is it a fucking dead mouse, like, or something, like, you know, in one of the traps that's like decomposing, like. And I've been trying to get out of here for a while, but it's so hard to find other accommodation. But there is kind of like a bad smell, yeah. It's kind of a strong smell. No, I think you will smell a dead mouse because I remember before there was a trap and it was like kind of heavy when I picked it up with gloves, and I think there was a mouse body in there and it was reeking. It smelled, it's the most horrible smell I've ever smelled. It's worse than a filthy toilet, bro, that someone hasn't flushed. Like, it's really bad, bro. No housing association. I don't want to talk about that kind of thing on live, bro. But if I don't clean up the dishes, he's gonna blame it on me and say, "Hey, you don't clean your dishes." So I was gonna clean them later, but I'm just gonna do them now instead. So then I'm gonna tell him that there's a bad smell because like these things need to be reported. I wish I had a fucking dishwasher. The trap was probably sticky, stinky. You shouldn't smell mice, really. Let me see if it's under the. Sometimes the sink, the plug smells, and you just gotta pour some boiling water down it. It can be clogged up food. So if I open under the press, I'm gonna smell under there, and then I'll know. Yeah, bro. I think it might just be like the sink, bro. Cause like every now and again, I get a strong smell from here, and I pour down boiling water, and then it goes away. So I'm gonna pour some boiling water down here, and then see what happens if it goes away, and then you'll know. Then honestly, yeah. Yeah, if it's the drain, get some soda and put it down it. I don't have that now, bro. But for now, I could do boiling water, bro. Bro, I'm sorry. I don't want to talk about housing, bro. I'm really tired of it. I'm really tired of it, bro. Because I just said I didn't want to talk about it, and then you start bringing it up. See, sometimes, Max, you have to ban people, like, because you're like, I don't want to talk about that, and then they'll try and talk about it. But look, I'm not angry at you. Next time, bro. Next time. Next time I'll talk about it, bro. Just not today. I have vinegar, but I don't have baking soda. You know, a lot of the times the water isn't hot enough, so I have to boil the kettle. Got in trouble with who? With her. Yeah, and some of the viewers would do what you asked. Yeah, screw them, bro. But today she was out of line, bro. She's like, I'm tired. I don't need this drama, bro. It's like she's doing it deliberately. Like, it doesn't make any sense. Like, I'm telling her not to do things, and then she's going and doing them. Yeah. And then instead of saying, oh, sorry, and then just not mentioning it again, she'll keep bringing it up and up and up and up. And I'm like, Jesus Christ. Strickland and Chimmer, great fight. Never heard of that. Yeah, oh my God, bro. Look, let me go smell near the fridge, and then I'll know if it's a mouse, because that's where the traps were set. Yeah, but you know, he'll probably say to me, he'll probably say, oh, don't touch those traps because you're not pest control. We're gonna have to wait and get pest control. And then, like, they better come fucking damn quick, because I don't want to be, like, trying to sleep and there's a really strong decomposing smell, and then I can't sleep with the smell, because, like, if a smell is, like, really strong, it doesn't matter what it is, it can be very difficult to sleep. So, hopefully it doesn't get, like, really worse in the night, and then you can't sleep. But like, this place shouldn't be allowed to operate. This place with constant mice problems, like, it shouldn't be allowed to operate. Like, it's a fucking disgrace. Like, I'm trying to get out of here every fucking day. Like, basically, if you don't leave any crumbs around, you won't see any. But I think they're under the fucking floorboards and stuff. I can smell it now. It's disgusting. But sometimes when I was drunk, for example, like the other day when I was eating a Chinese, I dropped a chip on the floor, and then I forgot to pick it up like it was a tiny crumb. And then I'm sleeping, and then a mouse runs out, and you can hear its feet on the wooden floor. And then I got woken up. So you got to be very careful you don't leave crumbs. But it is fucking disgraceful. To me, it's abuse. You know. And I definitely think it is a mouse, bro, because the smell is stronger when I go over there where the traps are. You know? Exactly, man. The prisons are clean. You wouldn't even get that in the prisons, you know? But I'm gonna clean every dish. And that way, if I tell him and he comes up and has a look, he can't say, "Oh, it's because you have dishes." You know what I mean? You have a few dirty dishes. And even if he did say that, that'd be a silly thing to say because it's nothing to do with that. Exactly, security. But the problem is, people next door can be dirty, and you can't control them. And then they go into their flat, and then they're coming into my flat. Then under the floorboards, they're getting into tiny cracks and holes. It's fucking disgraceful, mate. Hello, bro.